Look, the man that you're interested in, he might be very competitive, but I can tell you one thing for sure. He does not want to compete against another man. He only wants to compete against what you want in a man, and that's the only competition that should be happening.
Whenever I'm talking to a man and things are getting like cutesy and giddy and we're smitten, I just remember to tell myself that this is one-sided and only I'm feeling that, and everything he's saying is completely normal. And it's I can feel happy in the moment, and it can be cute, and I can know that it's not real. And that's how I feel about men.
I remember when I got, one of my jobs at Fox, which I didn't expect to get, frankly, mostly because behind the scenes I had voiced that I didn't want it a bunch of times, but I got it anyway. And I remember multiple women that had tried out for that. I mean, it was just the claws, nasty, eye roll. I mean, it was just so ridiculous. I watched people who were supposed to be friends there throw each other under the bus, just like that. I didn't see that with the guys. I just didn't. I'm not saying there's no bad guys, but I'm saying there's something going on with women now that's just uglier than it's ever been.
I don't know if men are bad at reading body language or they just choose to ignore it. But listen up, all right? If a girl's sitting like this the whole date, not even turned fully towards you, she's not into you, okay? Don't put yourself on her. Don't try a move. In fact, don't order another drink. Just be she's clearly not fucking enjoying this. I'm out. Yeah.
I call myself trying to prep for the new year. So I did my clusters, got my hair braided 2 days ago, just got my feet done, put some press-ons on, and I have a whole man that didn't offer to pay for anything. And this is not to sound ungrateful or whatever, but it's you ask me, what am I doing? I tell you I'm at my braid appointment, or I tell you I'm at my feet appointment, my pedicure, getting a pedicure. Not one time did you send any money or anything. I'm in a whole relationship and I pay for my beauty stuff all the time. I don't get it. Do y'all get where I'm coming from, or am I just complaining?
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
The women that get treated best by men know when to be sweet and when to be scary. And here's the truth about scary. It's not yelling, it's not drama, it's not blowing up someone's phone. Scary is control, scary is constraint, scary is making someone realize that you could respond, but you won't. Psychologists call this the power of the pause. In negotiations, even a 3-second silence makes the opponent more likely to fill in the gap, often revealing more than they intended. Most people try to earn respect by over-explaining, justifying themselves, and begging for understanding. The studies on persuasion consistently prove that the more you talk, the more cues you give away, and the more leverage you lose. Look, we've all had those moments where we double texted 12 times in a row, called 6 times back to back, wrote a paragraph that no one's gonna read. None of it makes your point stronger, it only proves theirs, that they can get you to over-invest your energy. There's this concept called the paradox of attraction, where the men we don't care about chase us the hardest, and that's because attention repels and indifference attracts, whether we like it or not. Your time is limited. Be selective with the people you let in, be selective with the fights you choose, and most importantly, be selective with your words.
I don't know if I'm the only one, but I cannot do the whole casual dating thing, because to me, it's really nothing casual about texting somebody 24/7, going out on dates with somebody, seeing somebody, talking to them all the time. It's nothing casual about that. As soon as you text my phone and I text you back, we're locked in. I'm sorry. As soon as we go on that first date and I realize that I like you, we are locked in. I don't know, all that casual stuff, I just can't do it. And then having multiple people that you dating, just can't do it either.
I do think that men, when you have conversations and they say things like, well, I'm married, I'm not supposed to be happy. Or men say things like, oh, well, this is just the way that it is. Happy wife, happy life. No, happy spouse, happy house. And I think that men in this day and age have gotten so used to entitled women, have gotten so used to trauma, have gotten so used to disrespect, that now sometimes with men that are so used to that, when you create a safe space for them to be themselves, they don't even know how to act inside of it. They don't know how to share the needs of their heart. They don't know how to actually be vulnerable. They don't know how to not feel burdened by responsibility. Instead of it feeling like, oh, I get to do this, it feels like I have to do that, and it feels heavy. Men, number one, need to do the work on themselves. I was watching this podcast with TD Jakes, and he was talking about most men don't have emotional language, right? They don't know how to communicate how they're feeling. They don't know how to communicate that emotional side of them, and it's to the detriment of the man, because honestly, that's what a lot of women want, more so than what can you do for me? It's how can you be for me?
Are you saying that women would prefer a man that's open and in touch with his emotions than a man who provides?
You know, once again, the good men didn't really disappear. They just stopped checking for you. They just stopped checking for you because they understand this type of woman is here to destroy my peace, and I don't have time for that.
So another thing that men are not taught is that you have to proactively find your wife over and over and over again. She had a baby, you got a new wife. You have a second baby, you have a new wife. A parent passed away, you have a new wife. When y'all moved, you have a new wife. A job change, you got a new wife. So yeah, it's gonna take a while to be able to synthesize all those versions that you observed over the years to finally zoom in on the core of who she is. Because values change, beliefs change, character can shift and change, love languages change, right? So it's really the goal. When men feel like the goalpost is moving, it's because it is. It really is. We are moving the goalpost, right? We have talking about hormonal fluctuations. You have 4 different versions of a woman in 1 month, right?
It feels a little fake and gay. I gotta tell you guys, it feels a little fake and gay, and there will be no fakeness and no gayness.
How charming. However, whenever I see this type of post, I always wonder to myself, do the types of women that make these particular styles of posts, do they actually ask any of the men to help them? Or do they just expect the men to help them because they are women and they are men, and that's stereotypically what men are supposed to do in their normal gender role, is help helpless women that can't do things for themselves. Because there are a lot of women out there that really don't seem to actually want to be viewed as independent. They want to be absolutely dependent on men, but yet at the same time will argue that they're equal to men. But I also noticed that they didn't say anything about women helping them with the baggage either. So I wonder if they asked any of the women. But honestly, I really think that this is just another way for some women that have absolutely nothing better to do with their time than to just find some random thing to complain about men for.
Women are always begging. You always need something. Like, why I can't just come in and want to just offer to get your hair done, want to offer to do little things for you? Why do I have to do it when you're not my child? I shouldn't have to do that. I want to do those things. But the minute you start making it an obligation, like I have to do it, now I'm turned off from it. And I'm speaking from my own experience. I ended up in my own rough patch in my life to where things turned completely different. It wasn't intentional. I didn't intentionally do it, but things ain't go as planned as luckily I was messing with somebody who had it, but I'm just saying, like, nobody wants that. Men don't want that.
Want to know the fastest way to turn your man into a roommate? Keep telling him no, and then you'll be wondering, why doesn't he initiate anymore? He doesn't seem attracted to me. Men aren't stupid, and the repeated rejection really hurts after a while. He eventually stops trying, even though he desperately wants it, yes. And then his attraction to you starts to unalive slowly. For a lot of men, that's how they get close to you. That's how they get validation from the relationship. It's not just physical for them. And that constant refusal tells him that you don't even want him. And yes, ladies, I understand there's medical conditions, something going on. Just have those honest conversations with him and then start working on addressing those things. And after a while, he might also start feeling like a burden completely. He might think he's annoying or even disgusting for wanting you like that, which no man should ever have to feel like that. And I mean, you want resentment? That's what you're getting too. And especially in a situation where you ask a lot from him in general, and maybe you don't even realize it anymore, you just take it for granted and you don't pay attention or notice, that makes everything worse. Because are you guys in a relationship or are you like business partners?
If you use shame as a tactic to get your way, you may be low value. If you're often insulting to get your way or to shut people up or shut people down, you may be low value. You notice the next one? The incessant need to be right. I have video after video of me having conversations with women here who will argue you into the ground. If you've ever dealt with somebody who absolutely needs to be right. See, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right, they attach to the basic human emotion of anger. So often you'll have women call in here who they become so angry, they don't even know why they're angry anymore. And all these are signs that the world sees and says, like it or not, ladies, the world looks at that and says that woman is of lower value. What use is an angry woman to the world? Look in the Bible. Better to live on the corner of a roof than deal with a scornful woman. No matter any culture, any place in the world, they will tell you that dealing with angry women is a no-go.
Modern women keep on running their mouths like you've been seeing, and then they continue to ask, where are the good men at? Now that I've trashed you and talked about you like a dog, where are you guys at? Well, I'm not interested. After I heard what you said, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in dating bums and losers.
If you ever notice men praise women, they almost never praise women with standards and boundaries. Oh my God. So usually the type of women who requires nothing from them, that is who praise. Oh, she's one of the bros. She doesn't complain. Oh, she doesn't wear makeup, or she doesn't do anything. She doesn't require much. She's low maintenance. That just means it's a woman typically who doesn't have standards. She doesn't have any boundaries. Sinji always says standards, boundaries, and expectations. The woman has none of those. And that's why a man will praise it, because she allows him to just be himself, which is nothing. Just sit back, nothing. He's not required to be a protector or a provider. He's not required to man up in a patriarchy. He can just sit on his ass. He can pretend and lie and say he's doing those things, but in real life, behind closed doors, he doesn't have to, because she doesn't require anything from him. And so women that they will praise.
Discontentment in marriage doesn't always look like wanting to leave. Sometimes it looks like constantly feeling irritated, restless, like something is missing, even though nothing is wrong. A lot of wives struggle here, but don't know how to name it. You scroll, you compare, you notice what other marriages seem to have, and suddenly your good, steady life feels dull. But here's the part nobody says out loud. Discontentment grows when gratitude shrinks. When appreciation turns into expectation. Your husband didn't stop suddenly being enough. Your heart just started chasing something undefined. And chasing that feeling will never satisfy you. Because contentment is not found in a different man, a different season, or a different version of your life. It's built when you choose to see what is already there. When you water what you have instead of fantasizing about what you do not. Marriage doesn't fall apart all at once. It drifts when discontentment goes unchecked. And awareness, that's where change starts.
Hi guys, this is for 30-year-old women who are Christian and still single. I'll start by saying this. I turned 30 last year. I'm going to be 31 this fall. I have never been asked out on a date in my life, and I mean that. Never. I've never been approached by a guy. I've never had a man show interest in me. And I would never have admitted to that a couple years ago. I was ashamed and embarrassed about that. I was like, oh, it's because I'm stupid maybe, or, I'm not attractive, or all these things. Like, I thought it was a deficiency in me. But I have been hearing from other women the exact same thing, especially Christian women, where it's like, no one, I'm 27, I'm 28, I've never been asked out. And so I think there's a problem on both sides. I think that women get blamed a lot, where people will say, you hoard yourself in your 20s, and, you cared about your career and you did all these things to keep men away from you. And I think I never did any of that stuff. And I know a lot of other women who didn't do that stuff. And they're You know, men aren't asking women out, maybe. I don't know. I do put myself out there, and I know other women who put themselves out there. You know, we'll get all cute. We'll go to the tea shops. We're very open to having conversations with strangers. And, you know, we do a lot of things in hopes that someone will just walk up to us and say, hey, you know, here's my number or whatever. However that works, I don't know. And there's not a lot of men doing that. And I will make some more videos. I have stories and stuff I'd like to share. But anyways, I hope it's an encouragement to those who are like me, because I didn't see any videos like this a year ago, and that would have been really helpful. So that's why I'm putting this out there. Don't be embarrassed. Jesus loves you, and I don't know, maybe we can fix this or talk about how we can fix it. Bye.
I think these modern women don't really understand that good men just got tired of being treated like they weren't enough. And so at that point, they just back out and say, I'm just going to continue to take care of myself and do what I need to do to improve my life. And unfortunately for a lot of modern women, his improvement doesn't include you.
Let's talk about something nobody wants to admit. Somewhere along the way, men started believing they have to earn affection, and women started acting like they are automatically supposed to receive it. And honestly, that mindset is ruining a lot of marriages. Think about it. Men walk around feeling like affection is a performance. If they check every box, behave perfectly, then maybe they will get a little warmth from their wife. Meanwhile, a lot of women are sitting there wondering why their husband is distant, while also giving him nothing to actually pull him in. Affection is not a reward. It's not a treat you hand out like a gold star. It's connection. It's one of the ways you tell your husband he is safe with you. And when he stops feeling safe, he stops reaching for you. So if you are wondering why he isn't initiating or why he's shut down, ask yourself, when was the last time you gave him affection without making him earn it? Because when wives give affection freely and men stop treating it like a test, the whole marriage softens. That's when both people start wanting each other again.
If I run in here and work out, it just got put on my spirit. I know a lot of times people don't understand, especially women, you know, why I vouch for men, you know, at times. And it's simply because I have experienced life, right, to a certain degree, and I'm still experiencing life, right? But I have seen men, good men, get done wrong by women. Like, I've seen it. I've seen men get drugged through the ringer by women. Unnecessarily, simply because they can't get their way. I've seen it. The same way I've seen, and I have also experienced firsthand, being dogged out by men or not treated, you know, the way that I should have been treated. I mean, I've experienced that too. I've seen it. I've had friends that experienced as well, but I can't say that one is worse than the other. I felt like I've heard equal stories, and I'm not just talking about friends. I'm talking about, you know, just people that I've worked with, just hearing some of the stuff they have gone through. Yes, there's just terrible people out here. It's not more than the other. I've heard stories about terrible women just like I've heard stories about terrible men. I mean, period. So that's why I'm like, I don't understand why women put themselves on such a higher pedestal than men, as if we're just better individuals. We're not. We're absolutely not. Okay? It's, you know, there's not a lot of good people in this world, you know, or, yeah, no, because there's too many people that are just selfish. You can't be a good person and be selfish. Too many of y'all are just thinking about yourselves, right? And it's just becoming to a point where nobody pretty much wants to deal with each other. It just seems like it's a lot of that. Y'all rather not deal with each other because you're worried about self more than anything else, when it's supposed to be a community type effort. So yes, a lot of times I'm going to call out women but I do call out men at times. And I've seen women dog out good men repeatedly. So I don't understand how y'all don't see this or y'all miss this. And y'all always call men predators. Y'all always say that, but we have to have men for safety and protection, okay? So that means there have to be men that cooperate in knowing that they have to protect us, okay? I don't understand what the issue is. We need men, period. And a lot of y'all dog them out and act like they're worthless. And men are such predators, right? Y'all might want to look up the stats when it comes to child abuse cases. Because between both genders, women hold the higher percentage when it comes to child abuse cases, okay? So we even hear how terrible women are, not only to men, but to their own kids. You can watch true crime documentaries to hear how women are terrible to their children. So we're no better.
And you know, modern women are always going to continue to ask where the good men are. Well, they're with women who appreciated them early, who decided this guy is worth it back in college, or back when he was in the military, or back when he was going through any type of training or certificate and he wasn't making a lot of money. And she saw the potential in him. That's what hell.
This is absolutely so heartbreaking. When I see videos like this, my first thought is, why do these fathers have to fight in the first place? This is a fight that most women never even have to endure. And it usually starts with a high conflict baby mom who is essentially alienating her kids from the father slowly but surely and using the courts against the fathers. But not only that is like, there's men out here that are true deadbeats that don't want to pay for their kids. On the flip side, there's literally dads begging to have their children, and these mothers will still fight them rather than appreciating the fact that there's a dad willing, able, and ready to step up. And at what point are these dads allowed to just give up? All of the comments say, just keep fighting, as if it doesn't cost hundreds and thousands of dollars. At what point is a man allowed to say, like, I can't do it anymore, financially, emotionally, mentally? And if he does that, then he's automatically like a deadbeat, even though he's been literally dragged through the mud and probably doesn't even have stability in his own life because of the problems that the other parent has created for him, rather than just having a healthy co-parenting relationship. So I'm gonna tag this creator below. Please go show him some love, some support, share your stories, and just share this post, because I think it happens more often than not, and a lot of men don't want to speak up about it because they don't want to look weak. And I absolutely agree that men should keep fighting, but I also don't think that men should ever have to fight in the first place. Okay, bye.
If you are a young man, I'm talking like in your early to mid-20s, living in the United States, I have questions. And no, this is not for me. I've happily married 25 years. I got my guy. So here's what I want to know. Why aren't you dating? I have 2 daughters and a son. My son is still in high school, and he's just now getting to the age where he would start dating. And he has been very blessed by being raised by 2 older sisters and a mama and dad who have invested in him and talked with him about how to treat women. But here's what I'm finding that is so odd. My girls who are college age, one is at a big university in the Southeastern Conference, and the other one is doing independent learning and starting her own business. They are in their 20s, early 20s. And guys are not asking them out. And it's not just them. And my daughters are beautiful girls, and they are good Christian girls, and they are very emotionally mature. They know their values, they know their standards, and it's not even that they're being too particular. It's also not just my daughters. It is their friends. It is their acquaintances. Guys are not asking girls out anymore on proper dates. What is happening instead is, let's say my daughter takes a guy to a date party. She's a stunning, beautiful girl, very intelligent. Like, she doesn't have a hard time finding someone to go to a date party with her. However, the follow-up to that is not a date. It is a text. Hey, I'm out at this bar. You want to come meet me? Guys, let me tell you, that is not a proper date. That is a lazy way of pursuing a woman. That is a boy's way of pursuing a woman. It is not a man's way of pursuing a woman. And maybe I have it all wrong. Like maybe guys just are no longer looking to secure a long-term relationship. They no longer look at getting married in the future. I don't know. You tell me. Is that the case? I know the older of my two daughters is looking for her helpmate in life. She is looking for a good Christian man, not a boy. And that is not determined by age necessarily. What I mean is he doesn't need to be 30. A 21-year-old man can be a man or he can be a boy. And if you're spending your days playing video games and not pursuing a career and stability, you're a boy. And I don't even mean that you need to be in college. Like, there are millions of careers out there. You don't have to go to college to be pursuing something. So you tell me, what's going on with guys in their early 20s right now? Do you not know how to ask women out on dates? Are you so afraid of being rejected? Do you just not want to date? What's going on?
You know, a lot of these guys, normal, average, everyday good guys, they exist out here, but they've just learned to be selective with their time and what they give to people, selective with their money, selective with their energy. And a lot of modern women are upset because a man will not continue to spend money, time, and energy and resources on her because he's already determined within 30 seconds that even though you look good, and even though you're dressed nice, and even though you're educated, you're a bum. You're a bum.
The reason why men are not asking women out on dates right now is because of women. Yes, I said it. Men are supposed to be the rock of the friendship, relationship, whatever, but we are the ones that, like, little when there's fixing, that's where we come in. Like, we're supposed to, like, help out in departments that men really don't know, like the emotional state of it. Like, the reason why, like, we're all fucked up as a generation is because we're not healed. Nobody's healed. Everybody got things that they need to work on, whether it's from things from when we were kids, whether it's things that we're working on now. Like, everybody needs to work on themselves, but want to date at the same time and feel lonely and feel like they need somebody. Like, when they feel alone, now they're depressed because they feel like they need companionship. When really, you just need the Lord Jesus Christ and just time for yourself. That's the only way you really get to know yourself for real. Like, you don't need to be going from guy to guy to feel some type of, like, happiness, bro. Like, you don't need validation from nobody but the Lord. Honestly, like, when you start talking to God and you start asking him certain things and you start leaving it up to God, you just start feeling a little bit more peace. But all that dating without a title, all that dating without actually saying, can I date you, is crazy, bro. We need to stand up. We need to stand up, ladies. Stand up, stand up, stand up. What are we, like, settling at the bottom of hell, like the pits of hell? Like, what are we doing, y'all? Then we blame men for mad shit that we be going for. Why would they have anything to fight for? Like, I hate to be like, I'm not for women. I am for women. Like, I am a woman. Like, I'm not going for a lot of shit. And I'm getting my way because men see the type of bitch I hold myself to be. I'm not going for certain things. If you're not my boyfriend, you're not my boyfriend to be telling me about me. That's one. Two, I carry myself a way that I feel like every woman should. Carry yourself to be, you know, be nice, be gentle, be stern when you need to be. Like, go for things that you want to go for if it suits you to be the type of woman you need to be, okay? Don't be just filling the void and go for men to fill the void. These men are not healed their damn selves, okay? Start thinking about you. Start thinking about the things you need to work on. Start thinking about the things that make you flaw. Yeah. Start thinking about that. and be like, damn, all right, I need to work on that. And if I see that I'm not the issue, then I crack the code. It's not me. But don't be in denial, because bitches really just try to brush it off and be like, aha, it wasn't me. See, it wasn't me. I told you so. Like, no. Women are so smart, bro. We are like literally, we are always ahead of men. Our frontal lobe develops faster than them. And somehow, some way, niggas still be playing with us. It's because we have that emotional side to us. We let our emotions take over the things that are going on in our brains, and the things that we know that are correct, and the things that we know that are straight facts and morals and principles. It all begins with morals, principles, and just being a lady at the end of the day. Like, there's some bitches that want to be birds. There's some bitches that want to be fucking just be fucking around. Let that to them. Let that culture be for them. If you know deep down that's not you, then start going in your own path, bro. Stop having fear of missing out because you see everybody getting lit. Them bitches are lost. Do you hear me? They're lost. They don't know what they want. But later on in life, they're gonna want to be the girl that's put away. Why does nobody want me? It's because you're not being the type of bitch that a nigga want. Why are these girls getting taken out? Why their aesthetic is so cute? Like, no, fuck the aesthetic. That's just how a bitch really is. The bitch is a bad bitch, and the bitch is just classy, soft, and she's not going for none of that. Do you see a soft bitch going for shit? No. Do you see a soft, sexy, bad bitch going for anything? No. She has a standard. She's classy. She's sprinkle. And she's not letting niggas walk all over her. As if though the bitch that is going out every night, going out every weekend, drinking like crazy. Why are we drinking to get drunk? We are lost. I'm over here on Temu buying a fucking blanket while bitches is getting drunk. This is my pleasure. I'm safe at home. I don't gotta worry about niggas doing something to me and I'm lost and I'm filling in that void. I'm filling in that void by the word of God. I'm talking to God. I'm asking him, like, just help me out here. I'm confused. I don't know what to do. And I get the help I need. Ladies, we need to stand up and we need to make sure niggas know that we're not going for certain things no more. It gets to a point where it gets to a certain age that you really need to know when to not go for certain things, and you really need to, like, you don't have anybody in front of you introducing you to the world. It's you introducing yourself to the world. So fix up. Men are going to start realizing that you are a tough cookie. You're a tough cookie and you're not going for certain things. I'm not going to play with her. Come on, bro. Let's do better.
You know, once again, the single men, the good men are there. They just stop making themselves available to you. They walk right past you. It's just, you don't see them. And they don't even be cloaked. Well, you know, sometimes men do actually cloak themselves. And it's not cloaked in the way that I'm wearing a hood and stuff like that. But men can become real unassuming. They can even a 6'4" guy can make himself real unassuming. That man be weaving through the crowd. He don't say nothing. Deadpan look on his face. He's not mad. He just silently moving through the crowd. And people might notice, oh, he's tall or whatever, whatnot. But that man will move around that environment. And this is what a lot of men do. They move around that environment. They don't say much. They might go in the store, get some bread, some milk, or whatever they need, ground beef, in and out in like 5 minutes. And by the time, that was a cute guy. He's already gone. In the same way the guys go to the gym, I'm in and out. I'll be in there in an hour. And some of these guys be in the gym for hours, but you don't hear them because they be on the other side of the gym, away from people. Do the same thing at work, do the same thing when they go out to a bar. I sit on the side. I'll be out there. I'll be in the dark, in a dark corner, sipping on my phone. You can kind of see the screen from the light from the screen, but that's about it because I ain't really talking to nobody. I'm chilling. I'm in and out. You're not really gonna see me because I don't when people get to acting crazy, I'm in and out.